here's the $1,000,000 question that everybody been wanting me to answer. What is Beamng Drive? Well, in short form, Beamng Drive is actually a physics simulator. It's kind of like flight simulator or truck simulator or whatever you want to call it. So what simulators are like heavily RAM intensive games that require pretty big PCs, or nice PCs. So the reason being is they got a lot of physics behind them. So a game like Forza or Need for Speed will probably never be able to compete on the level of drivability of this thing because of the physics behind it. Now, I'm gonna post a short video after I'm done talking, explaining. Well, it ain't gonna explain. It's gonna show what actual beam is and how it works. It works off nodes, and that's a whole different conversation for a whole another day. But the reason we're able to build our real cars in real life is because it's an open source simulator or game that allows modders to pretty much do whatever they want to do. That's why we got four link struts up front, front weight, rear weight. I mean, you name it, we can do it. I mean, hell, I got trash control, wheelie control, and all kind of other stuff. It's been out for a while, but I feel like the drag racing scene, because of guys like myself, are kind of pushing this thing to the front now. And again, we need more people that continue to be involved with it so we can continue to push it. But we do have one issue going on with it. Uh, it doesn't have a real working tree, and I will show you, as far as drag racing tree. So once we get that, it's gonna be the ultimate drag racing thing. So here we go. Enjoy this video. ladies and gentlemen. Now, to get BeamNG Drive, go to your web browser, type in beamng.com. Now, scroll down till you see buy on Steam. This thing is pretty cheap. It's not like your standard Xbox, Call of Duty, or something like that. It's $24.99, $25. Buy on Steam. Now, I already had a desktop out, so I'm not gonna download it. Go up here, press install Steam. Once you install it, make you an account, get it set up, download Beam. If you want to pause this video to kind of follow along, you can do so. What I'm gonna do next is show y'all my PC. It's not the latest and greatest. It's a few years old now, but it works fairly well. I can do a lot with it. Make YouTube videos, play Beam, tune, do whatever I need to with it. If you want to copy it to the T, this app I use called Speedy is gonna show everything what I have. So here we go. Now, if you want a software like this to check out kind of what you got, this is called Spicy. Now this is a summary of what I have. I got a AMD Ryzen 7 5800X. My brother actually built this computer for me. RAM 32 gigabytes. That's my motherboard. My monitor is pretty old, but I got a pretty decent graphics card. I'm gonna jump over the select each thing one by one. So CPU, you wanna take a screenshot of this. There you go. RAM, it's a DDR4. I wanna say DDR5 or 6. It's a lot better. I'm not 100% sure. You gotta do your own research on that. That's my motherboard. And again, my monitor. It's 185 hertz. If you want something newer, that's super fast. They got things up to like 320, I believe now. But 185 is enough to cross your eyes up, believe it or not. Storage. Now, that's one of the biggest things. If you want a huge C drive and want to keep everything in one spot, that can get pretty pricey. I got a few different hard drives I keep for like YouTube videos and stuff like that. Well, solid state drives. And mostly everything stays on my D drive for Beam and like certain videos and stuff. But again, it's a preference thing. I just wanted to show you what I got. Now we're gonna jump straight to Beam. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it over to BeamNG Drive. When you boot it up, it's gonna look like this. It ain't real fancy, but first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna see repository. I got 185 out of 185 because I have so many mods. Now I'm gonna post in the description of some basic stuff that you're gonna need for offline use. If you only want to do server racing in my server, then you won't need hardly anything for offline, but you will have to always go on the server to test. But for offline use, it's gonna be a few things you need. Again, I got 185 because there's so many mods that I got. Now, you're gonna go to free roam, pick you a map. Most likely you're not gonna have nowhere near the stuff I have. Now, I'm gonna go to Octane because I just like that map. When you click Octane, hit next step and pick a car what you want to get in. Now, I'm gonna get in Vecna. Everybody knows Vecna based it off my other YouTube channel. So hop in Vecna, we'll click it, start free roam. Alright, when you finally load in, this is what my screen looks like. Again, I might have to cover a whole nother video on UI apps and whatnot, but I have so many different UI apps on my screen because of the available mods that I have. Now, dude named Silly Goose has like uh, these drag racing timers, the race dash, and a data logger. Now, again, you're not gonna have that, so you gotta download it. But for the time being, I'm gonna show you my current screen. Now, you can go here if you got a map that's already at nighttime. Most of them ain't at nighttime because the default map just, I think it's at noon or something like that. So you can always go to environment if you want to race at night or play around at night, or you can go to uh you know, you can change it whatever you want to basically. So I'm gonna put mine in morning. It's gonna look a little funny because the lights are still present here. Well, let's see. Let me play around with it. Evening looks real good. So I'm gonna keep it there. Now you can get in here, go to vehicle config, and I built Vecna with not many options that that you can choose from. It's a pretty simple car, but you got other modders like Half Lit. Let me spawn one of those cars out real quick. A Half Lit car, well no, a Kaizen car has a lot of options to it. This shows the things you can do on this simulator. So this Kaizen car has a helmet hook, Kirky seats in it. Pretty sure you can take the T-tops out this thing, but you can go type in like GoPro, money stacks. Kaizen, you're welcome for the free advertisement here, but you do a lot of add-ons, so I'm having to show it off. A laptop. So, a laptop, money stacks, all that old crazy stuff that you can do. It's pretty cool. It's perfect for role playing, but as far as drivability and all-out racing, I'm gonna say that I probably have some of the best cars out there for that because I understand racing in real life. Now, you gotta set up your controls, of course. So, come to options, controls, and I'm playing on the Xbox controller. So, again, I can help you in my Discord that will be posted in the description. I can help you get all this set up, but it's gonna make this video way too lengthy if I have to explain all that. I just wanted to show you guys what it is and what all you can do. And the importance of it is the actual physics part of it. Now, my cars have proper weight that hardly no other cars have. And what I mean by that is when you get down to the nitty gritty of JBRK, which is what all this is. So the Corvette you see is not, it don't really have physics behind it. We have to manually go in and build all these nodes and beams around the car. So if I hide it, it's still gonna look like a Corvette in a way. That's what. There's no other way to explain beam better than what you see with these green triangles and nodes. So, let me bring the car back up. Now, I'm gonna go out, make a pass with this thing, show you how realistic it is. This is my X275 setup, so I got it running pretty close. It has a lockup, parachute, 414. The miles per hour is a little hot. That's kind of hard to get dialed in on here, but you get the gist of it. Now, what I was touching on as far as weight and such. Let's say that I wanted to take, it's in kilograms for this specific car because it's an older deal, but let's say I wanted to take all the weight off the nose of it, because we got front weight, rear weight. Some other cars I got roof weight and middle weight. The weight is going to change over here. It's 2,600 pounds now. In theory, it should backflip. I haven't tried it without weight because I built it with weight to begin with, but no, it didn't. But you can see the time drastically changed. So instant went 3. So weight matters on here. Engine placement, like you see in some of my pictures. If you got a motor that's way far forward, like so. So if the motor is way far forward in the car, you're gonna be able to see 2 foot better. If it's way farther back, you're gonna be able to, hook in the street better. But that's why certain models have better street cars and certain models have better race cars. But that's the gist of the cars on here. I will showcase Jalen Burbage. He has some real nice cars. Rest in peace to Lizzie. He built the Kong car. So Lizzie's car has a sound on it. It's missing the headers because my file ain't right. But that's a JBRK car. Now I'm gonna show one other car that I just got done. It's called Heisenberg. Reason being is I watched Breaking Bad. I like Breaking Bad, and when you pop the trunk on this thing, you can see that I got the Heisenberg and the blue rocks in the trunk. Now, everything don't have to be all out racing. That's why I built this deal. And if you wanted to do role playing with your friends or in my server, you can hook I put a tow hitch back here. You can hook a little mini trailer up to it, which you can get that from Crazy Deal. Let me show it real fast. Now to do so, to bring up nodes, you have to hold control on your keyboard, and I'm kind of gonna drag it forward. And then once you get close to the other one, you middle click on your mouse, like so, and it's gonna latch to each other, and the jack gonna automatically go up. And if you want it to, you can go out here and basically cruising this thing. So that's another cool thing. And one last thing I'm gonna touch on is the new liftgate trailer that you've seen in the intro. Now, it is pretty nasty. Let me just spawn this truck out. I gotta get somewhere where I can see. Where I can see this trailer. Alright. Let me spawn this old thing out. It's pretty big. And if you're wondering how I'm doing this, when you first load in, your camera is going to be pretty much stuck to your car. You press C to get inside and go to different camera positions. You hold shift and then press C to go in free camera, and then you move around with WASD, the old school stuff. If you want to move faster, hold shift and you can move around faster. So that's how I'm going about doing that. Now I'm gonna get this trailer, whatever the name that goes. And most mods have auto coupling nodes. So what you have to do, like in this situation, is back up on there where the fifth wheel will be. And it's gonna kinda auto grab. Then it's gonna move your camera way back. So I'm attached to it. Now, to tab on or move to other vehicles and whatnot, you press tab. Now, I'm attached to the trailer, and Matty has some keybinds already set up here for this trailer built in. But if you want specific controller functions to let down, like let's say the lift gate, you would go to vehicle specific, and then that's just what I got my stuff set on. So I hit my key bind on my keyboard, and lift gates coming down. I can let it up and down with the other deals, and it's the same deal with my power windows on my Chevelle. But that's somewhat the gist of it. I'm gonna show you Beamng very briefly, very fast. So this is Beamng that I recently did. It's my only pro mod in the game right now. I'm in the process of building another one, but I'll show you under the hood. The motor I built from scratch. Cut it off. Yep, motor I built from scratch is a 5.3 brush space deal, built out of Fusion 360. Took me a while. Had the texture, I did it myself. You can see it kind of goes from gold, that chrome look, because of the heat. We got welds on it, 6 stages, all on the outside. It's wired. Got the rife block, O2 sensor on it with a sniffer tube. Basically a whole lot of detail that I put into these things. Notches outlet bottles, Liberty. It lights up when you put it in gear and whatnot. Let me crank it up real quick and show you. I'm gonna put it in first gear. That pod comes on, so when you go 1 through 4, 1 through 5 or 6, it goes to the next one. So that's pretty cool. Goose has screens working in the game, but currently mine don't work. That's probably my next car to come. And then as far as under the back, this is something that got built by the bigger rear end. I got found out by Jalen, who did the actual rear end. But this community of builders is pretty insane. Some of them be teenagers, middle schoolers, adults, but it's a lot of money involved when it comes to Beam. None of this was free, I can tell you that. And we paid good money. Like this body was about $115, $120. The actual the wheelie bars, they cost money. The parachutes cost money. So we can put whatever you want in game. It just ain't gonna be free, unfortunately. And it does take a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, like a few days to put one of these things in here. So you want it done, contact myself or Jalen. We can make it happen, but just don't even message me or Jalen for a free car. It ain't gonna happen. So, but that's Beamng. I will make a quick pass with it real quick, and then put this video out for y'all to see. So you do have to do simple things like on the nitrous or on the trans brake, and I had my nitrous off in the peers. So, and if you want to reset a car, or let's say you're very impatient, you following me step by step throughout this video. Now I'm gonna show you, like, let's say I want to wreck this thing. To get back to the starting line, you gotta set up keybinds to go back to the starting line. So mine is right on my D-pad. That sets you back to your spawn point. Let's say you wanna go anywhere on this map. You would get in free cam, then go anywhere, and you would press, like, let's say I want to go to the scales. Let's say F7 on your keyboard. That's going to drop you anywhere out the sky, and then you press insert on your keyboard, and that sets that new spawn point. So you drive off, you go on the scale, you want to go right back to that spawn point, hit right on the D-pad, and there you go, right back. So I can help out anybody. Time being, I just wanted to get this video out there for everybody to see, because there's so many questions on it. But here you are. This is Beamng Drive, and appreciate y'all checking out the footage.